This is a Case 885 road grader. It's made by Ertl and it's in 1/50th scale. Now this guy is not terribly common. They're out there, but they're not common. I don't know if Ertl just didn't make a lot of them or they weren't terribly popular, but you see one every once in a while, but not terribly often. It's not rare by any stretch, but just uncommon. But that's really kind of fitting because, truthfully, I have never once in my life seen a Case road grader. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure they exist, but I've never seen one. I don't believe Case actually made these road graders. They were made by someone else, and Case just simply rebranded them. I don't know who the original manufacturer is, but I don't believe it was Case. I'm not sure if Case even has road graders in their lineup anymore. They might. I really don't know. But anyway, this is about 15 years old. And one of the reasons that this is a really interesting model from Ertl is the amount of detail. So about 15 years ago, about the time that this came out, Ertl was starting to do the high detail models from John Deere, the 200 excavator, the 450 excavator, the 850 dozer, and they all had metal tracks and hydraulic lines. They had handrails and just all sorts of little things that Ertl had never put on their models before. They'd always been fairly basic, and they never made a high detail Case model, but this is probably about as close as you can get. And I say that because it's got just little things that had not been put on the Case toys. You got headlights here. You've got lights for your blade. You got your, I think that's, I don't know what that cylinder is called. It helps you shift your blade from, not the blade, but the entire arbor, the turntable. It helps you go from side to side, left to right. That's in there. You've got your articulation cylinders here. The cab detail is very good. The headlights, everything, you know, on the cab. Everything is there that was not on any of the other Case models. And it's really interesting that it's on this road grader, which there aren't many of. Kind of funny, kind of tragic. But it's really pretty nice. You know, from Ertl anyway. Ertl and Case. It's interesting. It's certainly an unusual model to have sitting on the shelf. Maybe not unusual, but that uncommon word just keeps coming around. It's uncommon. Like I said, you just don't see too many of them out there. Now, I've seen these sell anywhere between $20 and $50. At $20, it's a steal. At $50, I don't know. I think I'd pass on it at $50, but at $20 all day long. I mean, I would probably pay up to maybe $30 or $35 for this. I think that is a pretty fair value, just for the fact that it's not a bad model and it's uncommon. You don't see them every day. But as far as everything else goes, I mean, it's not great. You have minimal motion in your blade. The blade itself is plastic. You really don't have any side shift because your cylinder mounts here are they're hard plastic. It's not set up to move side to side. But sitting on the shelf, though, it looks pretty good. And like I said, it's interesting, it's unusual, and that makes it pretty unique. That's about it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. If you know who actually made these, I would like to know. If you want to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. And thanks for watching.